I started recording, and guess what?
Welcome to the podcast.
Hold on. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're live.
We're live. Welcome to the podcast, News Invaders podcast, here to tell you about the news. And we have Eric Slayer, first time here. Mr. Look, it's Eric.
Oh, first appearance of?
And we have the voice. We don't know if he really is in reality a being.
Existential.
But, I mean, his voice is here. And we have Robo. Hello. Welcome to the podcast.
The legendary Robo, which has been mentioned, but never heard or seen. The legend.
It's been foretold.
It's been foretold.
Of the ancient ones.
Yes. Dun, dun.
I wouldn't want to go and ruin that legend already.
Yes. He's legendary, but I think the status is because he's a ginger as well. And we have Slayer here bringing up the bearded percentage.
Oh yeah, like a lot.
Are you currently bearded, Robo? Because if so, that would be great.
Yeah, but mine goes like a goatee. It doesn't go like a... kind of disappointing, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
It's like as if I've shaped it into a goatee, but it's just... I'd rather have the real deal. So saying that, it's better than having a soul patch.
It really is.
Hey!
And a soul patch is really like, I'm trying to be hipster. I'm trying to hold on to it.
This is all I'm allowed to grow, motherfucker. Until I go somewhere else.
How dare you be responsible in the job market having your little tiny soul patch?
I don't want to be. That's why I want to do this. I want to do this full time so I can beard myself.
That should be a hashtag.
Do, man? You just get rid of it.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful.
It's like
that
when
just looks like you've missed it,
and you just won't let it go.
I like doing the
shave it off.
I like doing the twiddly dee.
How do I host before we get started?
We are started.
Yeah, that's true.
It's already happened.
It's already
How
happening.
do you host before it starts? Time machine.
All right, I'll just post this.
Yeah, just share it.
So, tell me, boys, what have you guys been playing?
Into the Breach on PC. Oh my god.
is it any good?
It's fucking amazing.
FTL, but...
So so if you like FTL or if you like any of those style of games, it's an RTS, which I used to pretty well exclusively play PC for, but now they kind of have gone away because people's brains can't handle it anymore because they're all about the snapping chats and the short spans of attention. What were we talking about again?
You get a 6-second video on the face.
That's it. Yeah. No, I don't know why. I think it was due to sales and things like that, and obviously like Westwood Studios and people like that from Call of Duty, Command & Conquer closing. And going to EA, and they kind of all shut those studios down now because EA's the monster of the world. You're monsters, EA. I want my goddamn Command & Conquer back.
I want to start positive notes so we can't talk about EA right away.
No, you actually can't mention it for the entire show.
Positive note.
Yeah. So anyway, it's kind of back into that strategy. It's like chess with mechs.
Is it going to be transferable to... Because I played FTL on tablet. Mm-hmm. Is it going to be transferable to tablet?
As of right now, no. You can buy it on GOG or Steam. So
I know, but I mean, could you see it going that way? Is it something you
could? It's something
possible?
For sure that would work on mobile. I mean, there's no reason for it not to. It's not graphically crazy. It's a game actually kind of built intuitively for finger input. Because
I was watching snippets of it when he
I'm gonna let it go.
Just shush you! Stop it!
Lob that one right over. You softballed that one, man. I'm just gonna let it go.
I did. I was like,
let it go.
Yeah. No,
letting it go.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it's definitely transferable to a phone or a tablet. It would work.
Yep.
Please make.
What about you, Slayer? You've been playing.
I've been playing on PC. I've been playing a lot of Star Citizen, which is in alpha, and it's been alpha for a while.
So
it's a space sim.
Yeah, I've read quite a bit about that. Is that actually out now? Is there a physical game? Because I've been getting emails for about a year asking me to buy ships for about like $120,000 of real world money.
Yeah. A lot of the ships are pretty pricey, but some of the some of the like just starter packages are only like $45 Canadian, right?
Okay.
So
Can you walk in? Can you walk in and be like, hey, I have a $4 light bulb. Can I be part of the ship? Like, can I just plug this light bulb in and then I'm part of the crew?
That's the only resource I have.
Yeah.
This is one light bulb.
You're like, I brought the toaster. I brought a toaster.
As long as I unlock everything, then you pretty much anybody on the platform could have full access.
Okay. And so how does this thing work? Because I like I said, I've been getting these emails about buying ships and parts and all this stuff. Like, how do you?
Basically, you just drop and you become you drop a little bit of cash and you become a backer.
Okay.
Right? So when you're a backer, you get access to the game. You also get access to a standalone first-person shooter.
Okay.
That they're still working on. That's due to release any day now. Though, to be honest with you. And basically, we're in orbit around this planet, and we just released all the moons and stuff. So there's a little bit of warping back and forth. There's a handful of missions. There's a couple unlocks, but as I said, it's still in alpha, so they're still working on a lot of bugs. But in one of the communities I'm in, Synchronizers, we do a lot of player-made content. So there's this one guy, Board Gamer, did a spot on us there recently. So there's this one day we took 4 guys in one ship, 4 guys in another, and did hot drops, it's called. So what we were doing is flying to this station, and I was doing my training at this point, and what I was doing was ordering the boys to stand, like paratroopers, right?
Oh yeah.
Doing all those orders, and I was basically slowing down to a certain point over to the platform, and as soon as I got about here, ordered them to all jump out, and they got all their guns out, and they jump out and storm the station. It's super fun. But like I said, because it's alpha, there's actually not much content involved.
Okay.
Elite Dangerous actually has a lot more content in comparison, but one thing it doesn't have Elite Dangerous has is there's your first person shooter on top of it all.
Oh, okay.
So you can do all your flying in your spaceships, or hop out, go ground combat, best of both worlds, honestly. And it's so far so good. So
is it one of them ones like where you put money into it, but can you get money back? Is it one of them ones where you can make money in the game, or is it just a game?
It will be. Right now, they're still implementing you can still make in-game currency. You just, other than armor and weapons for your person, you can't buy ships yet, but that will be implemented later on. So you don't have to spend $1,000 on the biggest ship. You grind the crap out of it. Eventually, you can get it.
So Larry, you'll have to focus your camera. You're going a bit blurry.
I wouldn't know anything about grinding in games.
There you go.
No.
Yeah,
the guy who's put like
the
guy that's put like 300 hours in the Monster Hunter.
No,
it's 280.
He's trying to become the one in Monster Hunter.
I'm not a machine.
He
I
doesn't
have
even have load times now anymore. He goes between different monsters and just warps in, kills it, warps out.
Yeah, exactly.
I do.
So just back to Star Citizen for 2 seconds. The other question I had is, so you pay, say, this $45 backer pack
for the starter pack.
For the starter pack, yeah. Do you have to spend anything else, or do they just give you the EXE and they say, here you go?
They give you a ship, a little bit of money for release, a little bit of money for alpha.
Yeah.
So their currency is called EUC.
Okay.
And they'll give you a little bit for the release, but they'll also give you a EUC, which is alpha currency for in-game, just to get you started.
Okay.
And there's various ways to make money. So when I first started, I'd cargo run it. So I'd go check out the station, check out the prices on what they're selling, go to a planet onto one of the little, either the major city or one of the little farms that are around there. And you can orbit the whole planet if you want. It'd take you all day, mind you. But the planets are
like planet size. Yeah.
Which is cool. No load screens whatsoever either. That's what's insane about this game, right?
Yeah.
And buy cheap, sell high.
Yeah.
Or you can do security missions, which later on they'll be implementing bounty hunting as well, which will be cool.
Nice.
So there will be various ways to make money. The best right now is cargo running, essentially just playing the trade market, right? So,
right on.
But other than weapons and armor at this point in time, making money isn't really important. They do got a lot of types of armor though, which is cool. Your generic heavy, medium, and light, but variants of like all of them. And like you don't necessarily have to go like my security detail armor is dust up pants, which is black camo, if you will.
Yeah.
With heavy arms, which I did you ever see what's that Tom Cruise movie with the
anyone with him and the gun?
and-
Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh,
Edge of Tomorrow. So remember his like arm suit and stuff?
Yeah.
So my arms look like that.
Oh, okay.
With like this cool
Like a VR headset.
army of two helmets.
Oh,
that
yeah,
looks
okay.
like. Yeah, it's really cool. So you can mix and match, and they got tons of like evening wear, so you can totally like get a suit and tie or trench coat.
I
glasses,
went
look neat
totally
almost.
the other way with that. I was like evening
So
wear,
did
like,
I.
like,
Yeah, I went
like
that
Slayer
way.
comes out in this nightgown. He's just like, hey,
Actually, you
it's been a hard
run around
day.
in your
It's been a
underwear,
hard day
it's
running
arms
cargo,
and stuff.
guys.
What about
my pro. Oh, this week, what have I been playing? Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah. What do you think?
Awesome game. It's good. Really buggy though, which annoys me. The amount of times that like I was just after doing a mission there where you put a cage down to capture a bird, and I go back to get the cage and it's disappeared. And the save times are so annoying. Like you can only save if you take a drink, or if you sleep in a bed you own. So
Okay.
you go into a fight, and you take a drink, because you save.
Yep.
Then you go into this fight drunk.
Oh.
They're really bad. You're swinging your sword about, hammered, which
It's a
does not
weird
work.
Nice.
save
And
system.
the other thing we've kind of been getting into is the Sea of Thieves beta. Holy
Oh yeah.
fuck, that game is fun. Incredibly fun.
Yeah.
Which game is it?
Sea of Thieves.
Thieves.
So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you fellas playing it.
Yeah.
I like how cartoony it looks.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
like an
Kind of
epic style, like an old. It's almost like an homage to the old Microsoft games, like Curse of Monkey Island and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
very much.
it's really good, really fun. There's nothing more satisfying than throwing up on your friend.
Throwing up in a bucket. And then
No,
throwing
you
it at your
can you
friend?
can just straight up throw up at him or her.
Yeah, I was barfed on last night.
Yeah.
It was great. The green
yeah.
screen
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah.
What about does sailing for about an hour, no problem. As soon as Terry takes the wheel, about 10 minutes later our ship sinks.
Under their direction. Under their direction. They told me
About
exactly
10
where to
minutes
go.
later.
They sail us into a fucking storm, and then the ship starts getting eaten and beaten and fucked up.
Like PUBG. As
Yeah.
soon as Terry takes the wheel of a car, that's awesome.
But you think you would learn. Like, everybody should learn. Digital does not get in a position. His
That's right.
character will not get put in a position like that. And if we go into something important, Digital's like, I got a shotgun. You're like, no, you don't. You get a sniper rifle.
That's right. I actually have a sniper rifle in Sea of Thieves. It's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That was a good choice.
So
You
we're
should
gonna
be in charge
we're
of
gonna roll the
cannonballs.
we're gonna roll the beta this weekend and see how it goes. But I'm definitely picking it up, and I hope they implement the first party for free on Game Pass. Before that?
It's already.
Oh, is it?
It's already,
It's already done.
confirmed.
Good.
Yeah.
So I hope I'll be getting that one through Game Pass then.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
So
All right, well, let's
what do we got on the news?
roll it. Let's roll it. First of all, I want to talk about something that makes me very excited. And that's anything that I hear about Diablo. I love Diablo.
Mhm.
All Diablo was great. I sunk so much time in Diablo. But Blizzard released a 6-second video on their Twitter, and it's the Diablo demon, but it's a nightlight. And you see a finger come in and turn it on and switch on the nightlight. And on the bottom, it says, what was the bottom said? Break down the notes. It said "Sweet Dreams," I think, is what it said. But it's
Not
a lot
sure.
of people freaking out, thinking that it's like it's the Diablo demon, and somebody's switching it on. So everybody's kind of like, "Oh my God, it's coming for the Switch! Diablo's coming for the
Oh, really?
Switch!"
That's what they got into that?
Oh, the switch. Oh,
They
clever.
switched it on. They were like,
That's clever. Yeah.
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 That's Blizzard's equivalent to Half-Life 3 confirmed. The meme that broke the internet.
When they were like,
broke my
everybody
heart.
was like, "Is it Nintendo? Is it like you're gonna go Diablo on Nintendo?" Everybody's like, "Holy shit, that'd be awesome to see on Switch." And Blizzard came back with a, "We can assure you, we're not that clever." So
No.
like, I don't know.
So maybe a Diablo 4.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, who hasn't played Diablo 3?
Well, yeah.
Who needs it?
Actually, I've never played it.
Aw.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay, so one person out of every gamer in
Out
the
of
universe.
4?
Every gamer in the universe,
Yeah.
Slayer got to
Yeah,
be
but-
different.
Yeah.
He put that many hours into EVE Online. I mean, that's...
Yeah, you could have shaved like 200 to 300 hours off of Eve to play into Diablo.
You mean 2 to 3 years?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Seriously.
That's what I'm saying. 200 or 300 hours off of Eve, and then you could have played. You know, and you could have still had a year and a half of Eve, and then like enough time to beat Diablo like thoroughly.
like 3 times.
Yeah,
I'd
3
like
different
to see it.
classes.
I'd be down for a new Diablo though. Diablo on Switch, I don't think I dig that. And that's coming from me being a massive Switch follower and backer. But so like when Bethesda released Doom and you know what else was there released on it? Wolfenstein. So when they drop that stuff on it, well, that's cool. They're kind of saying like, hey, we're going to support these titles, but arguably the people who have those titles are playing them on Xbox, PS4, PC, right? So
Yes.
I don't think it's one of those things where it's really necessary. I'd rather see, instead of them going, hey, here's Diablo 3, Switch people, like, so instead of going back and saying, here's some older games that can run on the Switch, I'd rather see
Yeah.
new IPs come on the Switch.
Yeah, I
I mean,
can see that.
is the Switch, I mean, like other Nintendos before, is it still more family orientated?
It is.
Yeah.
Diablo maybe
definitely.
would sort of fit that sort of...
Well, they released
Way.
Doom and Wolfenstein. Those are very not family oriented games.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
they're-
but I mean, I just talking the general census of
Overall,
Nintendo,
it's still shooting for a family kind of market, and it's got a very big indie presence on its store right now. So, you know, there's quite a bit of that. So there is a shift towards kind of we're different. If you want to release your game on our platform, go ahead. If you want to, it's steering towards that. Like you're not a hardcore gamer, you're a little more casual. That's what Switch is doing. That's not to say that they're not going to release third-party AAAs.
Yeah.
Because they're already starting to do that with the other ones. But I mean, Doom is a little bit older now, but Wolfenstein 2 is new, and they dropped that. So it's just show. I think they're doing it more of a tech demo instead of a full game release. Because even though it is a full game, but they're just saying, hey, Switch can play this stuff, right?
Yeah. The last Blizzard game was in 2000. They had StarCraft on N64, so it'd be interesting to see some more Blizzard content on Nintendo. But like I guess we all say and we all believe that Nintendo has picked its target audience. They've said several times that this is our audience. It was like, you know, we don't need to really go outside. You know,
It's the I read it one time as they call it the big ocean marketing strategy or whatever. Basically, they let the big fish fight over here for the same pool, and then they go, okay, well, we'll go over to this pool. Well, there's nobody else, so we'll take everybody in this pool. We're the big fish in this little tiny pool. You guys can be the big sharks over there. Right?
yeah,
So-
you guys can fight over there.
That makes
There's
sense.
plenty left over here.
Yeah.
Usually
It's
feels like
obviously
the-
a lot more eloquent than that, but I'm just too stupid to fucking articulate
Usually-
that. But that's basically the gist of it.
Normally feels like Nintendo's like someone's got an Xbox or a PlayStation and the Switch and the Nintendo.
I agree. Yeah, it's kind of like you have the gaming system that you want. You got your Nintendo or your Xbox or your PlayStation, and then Nintendo is kind of like an extra.
Mhm.
It's like a luxury
can-
system.
Ones you can play with the kids and that sort of thing. You know.
Yeah. I totally agree with that. Are you guys going to be playing Far Cry 5 when it comes out?
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm so
Oh
excited.
man.
So excited.
Oh yeah. I am a monstrous fan of the Far Cry series.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I
Sims 4 was
really
it 3?
the first one I played was 2, and then I went back and got
The
1, I
original?
believe, on a like a Steam sale kind of thing. And then I
Yeah.
played faithfully upon release everyone after that. So 3, 4, and 5, I guess, but Primal.
Yep.
So
I think
technically,
the
this
last
is
one I played was 3.
yeah. So technically, this
Good.
is so 4
It was
is
good.
where 3 was really good. 4 was where it really went into the full, like, I mean, a really immersive open world, and then
Yep.
Primal stripped all that down and went to kind of a primal
A primal world.
primal world,
Not just a name.
Yeah.
but still managed to add a lot, like still managed to take that open worldness of 4 and apply it to that world too, right? So they're gonna add more to this, I'm sure. I've actually been kind of doing the opposite of reading about it because I don't want to ruin it, but all I know,
me too.
all I know is that they're getting into a bit of heat now, heated discussions, because it's hitting a lot close to for the current political situation going on there. It's
Yeah, but
it's
I mean,
but
games take what 4 years to develop, and I mean,
yeah.
they can't plan what's going to come in 4 years. You know, it's just a coincidence that everything's coming about.
That's right.
Yeah.
But
Then-
also, it's not hard to, comment on the dumpster fire that's happening in the States, right? So
It's kind of like it's kind of like forming into like a perfect storm of people just bitching. It's like everybody was okay as long as all these controversial things took place in some other place, some imaginary place other than America.
yeah,
I mean, when you start talking, you start putting the light on some stuff going on in America. Well, shit, man, you're in trouble then. You could talk about everybody else, but the second you start saying things in your game like Obama-loving libtards and
oh yeah,
red-blooded American gun owners, when you start saying things like that in your game, because that's a line from one of the guys in the game. You guys played the other ones. You remember Herc? Herc has been in a couple of them.
oh yeah.
Herc Senior is the guy that's in this. His I guess his father or grandfather or whatever it is, and he says some pretty crazy stuff, but it's very real life, and that's what everybody's freaking out about. It's like, this is way too realistic, you know?
yeah.
But
Then-
go
Like
ahead.
video games, some people take video games that I guess I would say probably people that don't play them. You know, like that person's shooting someone, there's violence. That shouldn't be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? People take video games away from
At the end of the day, they're a form of art, right? So
Yes.
art is designed mostly to make you think, right, or to make you feel a certain way.
Yep.
So, to say, oh, this shouldn't comment on that, or it shouldn't, speak in this realm or whatever, is absurd. It's like saying, like, you can't paint this because it might make me think a certain way, or you can't say this
Yeah.
on a comedy show because it might make me think about a certain issue a certain way or whatever.
Right.
But that's what it's designed for, right? That's why we have it.
It's more about you. It's
Yeah.
like when you look at art and when you look at these things, what does it bring up in you?
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I'm sure there's like any time an artist makes something, there's a little piece of them they put in there that they might want to translate over to you. But most of the time, it's up to what you see. You know? But I see what Phil's doing there. What Phil's doing is Phil knows where I want to rant. And Phil's dropping a little tiny hint. He knows
little
that. I told
segue
him before the
biscuits.
podcast.
Segue
I was like, I
biscuits.
can't say anything about my rant because even the slightest little thing, it's a powder keg right now, and Phil's just throwing matches at it. And he's going to
Bottle it up, man.
continue to.
The bottle that rage up, man, and
Yeah.
it's just going to explode.
You
And
gotta-
we're all
you
going to
gotta-
be here to witness it.
You gotta
See?
hold. You gotta
That's
hold
good.
on to that.
I can't wait.
You gotta hold on to that for that section.
Spectacular.
I'm
Absolutely
holding on
spectacular.
to it.
What?
Holding on to it.
So what's next on the horizon?
EA said the next Battlefield experience will be at E3. So,
I'll
guess who
be
gets to see
there.
that?
I'll be there.
Ah,
I will show you. I'm gonna vlog the shit out of that trip. So,
fuck yeah,
yeah, you
content
should.
all
Yeah, I
day.
will. So I'll be contenting all day. So anyone that picks up this live stream or watches later on YouTube or podcast services, anywhere you like to get them, I will be going to E3 this year, June 10th to the 17th. I'll be down there. 12th to the 14th is E3. And I'll be vlogging the living Jesus shit out of it. I don't think there's going to be a moment where I'm not going to have my phone out, recording something, talking to people. And it's going to be a good time. I'm going to try. I've received my E3 package. I have to pick up my pass when I'm there, but I've received my what the fuck is going on package, and I need to clone myself because there's too much shit. Yeah, there's you have to pick all the things you want to do because there's literally too much fucking shit. It's crazy.
Will you be going to Bethesda's?
I'll be going to. I will go to Bethesda just because I'm such a fan of them. Obviously, I'm going to go to the Microsoft keynote because that's my jam. I'm going to try. So Nintendo doesn't have an E3 per se. They usually just have live games on the floor. Even if they show up, most times they just do the live directs. So I will be going to the PlayStation keynote and the Xbox keynote. And I will be going to Bethesda's, and then after that, it will be kind of like how I plan my day. I don't know. I'm trying to get some stuff on the floor as well.
Have they released the times of the conferences? Or is it going to be before it used to be Tuesday or Monday? Monday was conferences, and then the show was the rest of the week. And then last year it was Saturday, I think, maybe?
Nothing like that has been confirmed yet, obviously, because I don't think they want to leak anything.
Yeah.
But it's just it just in my email, it just has blocks of things that are going to be there. Like, there will be a Microsoft conference, there will be PlayStation 1, there will be a Bethesda one, there will be an EA one. That's all expected to be there, but what they'll talk about at what time, there's nothing like that. Because I don't think they want people like me to tweet it out.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think last year it started.
We have no insider privilege. We are from the streets.
What'd you say, Phil? Last year what?
I was saying last year it started. I think Microsoft kicked it off on the Sunday. Would have been Sunday morning of the show.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I think Microsoft are gonna have to go big this year. Get some gameplay of new games coming out.
Yeah, push 1X. Huge gameplay. Obviously, focus on Game Pass and say, "Hey, and really announce some serious shit for Game Pass and just say, "Hey, we're dropping all this. We're dropping all the Xbox Pass library. Whatever it is they do, just push Game Pass really big because if they're going to do this Netflix for gaming thing, they got to go all in."
Yeah. Well, especially with the talks of them buying Valve and everything. So that's just going to open up that niche market.
Fuck.
Why?
Please buy Valve. Take that from the grip of Gabe Newell. Because even Gabe's son says he doesn't deserve it anymore.
I think,
Dad, make games.
We had a podcast a little while ago, and we discussed the three that they were thinking about buying, or rumors.
Yeah.
And it was EA, it was Valve, and it was, what's the name of the PUBG one?
Bluehole.
Yeah.
PUBG Core.
Bluehole.
PUBG Core is what releases PUBG, but Bluehole is the ultimate parent company.
Yeah. I think the whole consensus of the whole thing was if anything is possible, the most likely to be buying is Bluehole, because EA, EA is in some shit right now.
That's an expensive cookie.
And Valve and
that's a very
Gabe and these boys are like, no, why?
Well,
why
arguably,
put on a schedule.
But I don't know. But money talks, right? So if they dumped a dump truck of fucking Bill Gates money up to Gabe Newell, I don't think he'd say no. But that dump truck would have to be really, really big.
Yeah,
I think it would be more likely that they would buy IP than actually buy the studio. There's no way they're giving up. No, that's just money. That's all that is money.
No, exactly.
And a lot of it's passive money. So they're sitting back doing nothing and still getting rich on top of stuff they're actually doing to get paid for it. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's why are we going to do anything when we're getting richer and richer just by doing shit? It was I went in and got coffee today and got fucking this much. And I was like, fucking I wait for coffee, motherfucker. I ain't making games.
Yeah. Yeah, Gabe's like, I just got up and
scratch my balls.
Scratch my balls and I made What's
Man.
Oh look, another 12 people pre-ordered fucking Far Cry. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you.
So I'll scratch my nuts again. Thank you.
Great. Uh-huh.
Can we get Half-Life 3? Yeah.
Those are some expensive siestas
Yeah.
that Microsoft's gonna have to dish out.
No. Gabe's quite
Like-
involved in things, and I kid. And Steam is a fucking majestic service. It's beautiful, but like, there's no reason.
Exactly.
There's no reason for them to sell it. But
To sell.
But who knows?
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
knows? You know what? Like I said, the dump truck of Bill Gates money.
But even if they partnered,
But
that's still gonna open tons of doors for everybody.
Yeah.
Tons of doors.
I think
And,
I
like-
think Microsoft should buy studios, though. I really do. I don't think they should buy.
Yeah.
I think they should start focusing on studios.
It's hard to release a new studio. I mean, you trying to release a new first party game is just, depends people just to take it. Some people just not be interested. They just go back to Halo, Gears of War.
Well, it's scary, right? Exactly as you just said. It's scary
Exactly.
because you take the risk on a new IP like they did with Halo 1, and then it takes off. Well, that's awesome, right? But now they're just like, okay, well, we have the model down, so let's keep doing that. Let's keep rolling the money train, right? So,
Yep.
you know,
But then, what do you think of Battlefield 2, or was it Battlefield, whatever number it's going to be? What do you reckon? World War 2?
after the success of Call of Duty, probably back to a
Yeah.
World War II. I think we're done with space
Yeah.
fighting.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
they-
that didn't
they're
go over very well.
No.
I mean, they were on
Like
World
at
War
all.
1. They
Yeah.
did World War 1, and that was obviously the most successful they've been in a while.
hmm
So I would say it's either going to be World War 2 or something like Vietnam.
Vietnam.
I'd see
Well,
a
they did
Vietnam
Vietnam already. Battlefield.
That'd be cool.
Battlefield
Is it?
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Yeah, Battlefield Vietnam.
It was a DLC.
It was a
It wasn't
DLC, but
quite-
still, but still, they already went there. But maybe a Korean War, or like I was saying in, or the Gulf War would be cool as well.
80s hair metal through the whole thing.
Yeah.
That'd be
Uh-huh.
I
badass.
think arguably, it's
Opening
a
with
little
lights.
bit of a conspiracy thing, or maybe not, but but I think I don't think they're allowed to go into details. I mean, obviously you can make up a fake story, but I don't think there's details about the Gulf War that you might not be able to put publicly out, right?
even a Cold War. That'd
Well,
be cool.
so I mentioned that
I mean,
before. So my
Yeah.
pick, my favorite thing would be a Cold War, and then you'd have it, and it'd be a total different way out of the box for a Call of Duty, but you'd have like basically spies going after each other, and it'd be like a, kind of a Metal Gear mixed with a James Bond kind of game.
Yeah, but you're talking more a new IP. You have to remember.
Well, that's what I
Battlefield
mean,
has
right?
What it is already. It's not going to go to left field.
But why not try a risk with an already established IP? That way you can already have the IP established and then be able to go, oh, here's a new idea with it. So it's a new IP, but it's not, right? So you're
You
kind
have
of
to remember
backing
who
it
this
up.
is.
I know who
I
it
think
is.
we're talking dirty.
Is it-
We're talking
Right.
dirty
Yeah.
amounts of money again. You're
Yeah.
like, change is good. No, nobody's gonna
I
change
know,
if they're
change
making
is bad.
filthy amounts of money anyway.
Yeah.
I gotta ask a noob question, like a real noob question. What's IP?
Intellectual property.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get
I
you.
feel
That
good.
was a
I
big
got the
thing.
answer to that.
I had it right there. I was like, ah. And then you did it, and I was like, good for you.
Get the web, motherfucker.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. You,
Now
I
we-
get
you need to question.
Like,
you need to question
every time-
yourself if Curtis knows more than you.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I gotta. I gotta go.
That's it.
Headset mic drop. Cool. What's next? What's next up?
What's next? What's next is we're going to talk about a game I believe all of us played. I think we all played it together, and it was marvelous, and everybody loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called The Division.
Destiny.
So
Division.
the division.
It has a place. It has a place.
I have been following it still,
Yeah.
and it has quite a base of people. And since the original release, where it was totally fucked when we were playing it, it's actually been fixed, and I've been reading that it's actually a completely different game and really good now.
Yeah, there's people like
So I'd be interested in jumping back
on
in.
it. It's still growing. It's like
Yeah.
it's fucking crazy. I'm kind of interested to get over there. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got a little hankering.
So is that a a re-download thing?
It might be a re-download on an
I have to
Xbox.
check out Division again.
But the problem, there is one problem though, is that Sea of Thieves is coming, and that's gonna eat all of the time.
Yeah, well, that's true.
But if you re-download Division, you have something in Division you don't have in Sea of Thieves, and that's a free sneeze emote. So,
Okay.
I mean, why would you want to go over to Sea of Thieves and experience party fun and hours of shooting other pirates and fucking
Skeletons.
chases and epicness on the sea and booty and that chick that works at the bar, I can't remember her name, but she's hot. What's her name? Tanya, I think. Tanya's
There's a couple of different ones. It depends on what port you're at. But yes, every port has a bar winch. A bar winch.
Every port's got their-
But I digress. Whatever. But yeah, there was like 20 million people on Division. Tanya. Oh. But yeah, it's a free
I
sneeze
gotta say,
emote.
man, if you sneeze near me and a game that you can go rogue, it's all about an infection or disease, I'm shooting you.
Oh, that's a good fucking point. I didn't put it together. Free sneeze emote. That's great.
Yeah.
See, this is why Robo's here. See, you know.
What was good about the Division 2 though is, aside from all the other Tom Clancy stuff, it actually had a really good story, really good like origin, and sleeper cells all over the place. I mean, that's some Philip K. Dick shit there, right? Coming out of Tom Clancy, it was pretty awesome. You got to admit.
The promise of it
Oh,
was good.
yeah. It was a great story.
It had
DLC
so
with-
many issues.
The DLC was terrible though. Like apart from that one, remember the one DLC that you had it was kind of like Battlegrounds, where you went in and you had to survive the cold. You had to gather resources.
Yeah.
You had escape. That was great. But other than that, I didn't play the last DLC to be fair. But other than that, I just didn't think it was up, on par.
The
with everyone else.
first raid.
The replay value was fairly low.
The first raid was really, really disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the word you're looking for is broken, where you can stand behind a wall.
Also
Oh,
broken.
Man.
Oh, the tank one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you remember that? Standing behind the wall
Yeah.
for like 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Now we need to go around and get our rewards.
Ah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
All the way back. Oh,
Yeah.
chew.
Oh, somebody got shot then.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not the greatest. But no, allegedly it's been fixed, and they've hit 20 million users, which is awesome. So I am interested to try it out. I might go download it again, try it.
I might go down. If the
I
mods
haven't
are
been
down,
Destiny
yeah.
dicked by it, so I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't want to talk about it. It's too soon.
It's too soon.
Yeah.
Like
they're
a battered
putting out,
housewife.
There's going to be one event a week for March, where you complete the event and you'll get in-game items or rewards.
Mm-hmm.
And they put out a little tiny piece of paper that with random stats about the game since release. And one of the random stats is 66 billion NPCs killed.
Holy shit!
That seems legit. And it
Holy shit!
44 of
That's-
them would be the Bullet King. I don't know if you guys remember.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys remember the Bullet King?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Farming the Bullet King.
yeah.
Yeah, because he gave up items and experience really fast, and for some reason he was the only major guy that you would take out that would come back. If you killed one of the major marks, that was it. They were gone. You had to find a mission in your friend's game for them to come back.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bullet King, every time you killed that Bullet King around that corner, you could reload, and then you could go back and the Bullet King's right there again. Just experience and items. I don't cheap games. I don't stand behind walls and
No.
shoot tanks and go after the
But,
bullets.
Are you
bet you
sure?
the guy standing shooting into a cave. Destiny.
The
Hey,
loot cave.
hey.
I missed the loot cave.
I only
I
did
was
that.
there.
I only did that for 3 to 6 days straight.
I went to it and seen a load of guys shooting. I was like, right, I can get on this for about 5 minutes. And then, you know what I'm like, we're grinding. I was like, this is terrible.
It was
me
it
too.
was wild. I remember the days. Those days.
I wouldn't have stand there for like 3 days in a row. I wouldn't
Old
have done
vanilla
that.
Destiny.
You would have been there from start to finish.
Luckily, I came in
No
well
way.
after the loot cave.
Mm.
I've
missed-
heard the stories.
I bought the game on launch and I was there. Oh my!
Have you guys
That's
ever
what-
played Defiance?
I have not.
No, I don't think so.
That was the one with the. That was the game
That's
with
the
the
French one?
quads.
We're near Paris or whatever?
It was
Or like
off
the snowy one?
show. It was like an
yeah,
apocalypse.
yeah.
It was a show that Sci-Fi released,
Hmm.
and every episode of the show, at the end of the episode, you get a code for the game, and there was characters from the show in the
Oh,
game.
okay. I remember the show Defiance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game, was based off that. Or the show was based off the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that. But it was great. I love Defiance. I put in hundreds and hundreds of hours in Defiance.
Have you
I had,
put
like,
Monster Hunter into time into Defiance?
More than that. I spent a good year and
For
a
now.
half playing
For now.
Defiance exclusively. You know, and I had this like badass character that was like a cyber ninja, and I had the best weapon, and you could actually trade weapons and parts with other people in the world, because it was is MMORPG. That's what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah. Confirmation.
Well, like,
Right.
yeah.
It had MMO
With first person.
qualities to it.
And the MMO elements.
I think it was a full-fledged MMO for the 360.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of any other one. I think it was definitely one of the first. The one thing I remember about it was that things you played the game, and things you did in the game influenced the TV show.
Oh,
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah, if you there'd be certain events that you could do, and if you chose to do one event more than another, it would show up on the show like something. It'd be just a blurb or something like this had happened and this in the news, or they'd show like people fighting in a certain area and say this happened and all this, but it always did some kind of influence on the show, and that was really interesting that they took the two of them and put them together. Problem is they both failed horribly.
Well,
Defiance, the game
It
lasted
went for a while. The one memory I have of it, there was a bridge you crossed, and if you tried to go over it too early, you get killed. I used to remember I trolled Keith and told him you have to go over that bridge for a certain mission.
That was
Fun I
real
had.
that happened.
It's like, you need to go over that bridge. Just seeing him die, it was just...
so what's the deal with it? Is it back or is it dead? Or?
They are doing a
Never left.
remastering
Yeah.
of the
A remaster.
Defiance. It's still happening. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
Defiance hasn't gone anywhere, but the thing about it is everybody moved over to the Xbox One, but there's still a loyal following of Defiance that are playing it right now.
Oh, okay.
They're going to re-release it on the Xbox One and PS4 this summer. It's called Defiance 2050.
They just releasing it in February 27th.
I just signed up for the
summer.
beta 2 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, summer
Oh.
of 2018. Though that was when they last posted, my bad.
Question
Okay.
is it a fresh start? Is it a fresh start, or is it a Curtis's
Next chapter in the
2,000 hour character put in? Is all his stuff going to come across?
Stop,
Oh,
motherfucker.
you're gonna get GT8 on that one?
It's not character transfer. They said they're reimagining and rebuilding the world, and
Okay.
they don't want people to bring over items and superpowers.
Don't want you to bring your baggage.
Is that, you'd have us boys all in our ponies or like leather armor, and you'd have Curtis with his fucking stallion of a horse, and he's like a fucking knight.
He shows up in a
Just be
spaceship.
peasants.
I earned that shit, man. I earned that shit, and it hurts. Fucking hurts.
Oh.
It's no character transfer, but there's a thing called a valor system, and the valor system means that everything, like things that you've done and achieved in Defiance originally, like if you beat, can't remember what his name was, but there was this mad like beast of a boss, and it used to be like 30 or 40 people could take him on at once.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. He was called War Master. He was the War Master. Of course he was. And you had, like, when he would appear, you had like 12 or 13 minutes or something to kill him. And he was a hard motherfucker to kill. But if you took him out, I'm guessing this Valor system is going to give you some kind of reward, but it's only going to be cosmetic. Like, the things they will let you have is they let you have your slots, your loadouts. Loadout slots, if you bought those, you get to keep those. But you only have one character. Fuck you want more characters for? And they let you keep those things, and if you achieve things in the original game, you'd get, I don't know, you get things in the new one. But only cosmetic things to show that you did these things. So I will be a shiny motherfucking god, but I'll still have a shitty little...
Wonder if it's going to move into the new age, though, with every game having loot boxes. I mean, that's just a thing. More than anything.
It was the original. Defiance, the original had loot boxes and in-game
Did it?
currency.
Oh, okay, well.
Yeah, and
There you go
I
They're like, carry on, fellas, carry on.
exactly
As you were, loot boxes for all.
carry on.
Fucking
And
loot
every
boxes.
week they released new loot boxes,
Mhm.
and there was different themes and stuff. They had it was kind of absurd what they were doing, but
Question is, did you put money into it?
a lot of money? No, not a single. I did a lot.
Is it cosmetic, or is it cosmetic, or a gun?
You can get guns, and you can get mods, and you can get cosmetics, and you can get new cars, shit like that. You can get legendary like gear drops and shit like that. Yeah, and a lot of it, like a lot of people would spend real world money on it, and then they would get this mod that everybody needed for their gun, and then they'd rape you with in-game currency for you to get that mod from them. It was
yeah.
the marketplace was a little corrupt, but when you leave gamers to their own devices in a game like that, it gets a little corrupt like in there. But yes, the Cyber Ninja will return. I will be back, and I will have at least one or two of these motherfuckers. Even if they don't want to be there, I will make them be there because I have that much push.
Fair enough. We'll see.
No arguments, you see
Yeah.
that? It's either they don't want to argue because they know, or why would they argue? I'm crazy. It's
Are we
not
gonna-
any fun.
Are we going to interrupt Slayer reading for the next bit?
I just thought he was really paying attention to me.
Both.
That's both. Fuck yeah.
I'm like looking up everything that you're saying and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
all the Defiance shit and
Yeah.
they did a lot of work to it. A lot of work.
Yep. I'm all in. But we're at that certain part of the show
Oh, yeah?
Have time.
where we throw it over to digital for a little flashback from the past, if you will.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say prayer. Ugh.
No, no, no.
For
What time is it?
a little prayer for me.
Oh, my God. We're trying to get viewers.
If he's
yes.
gonna take his shirt off.
Oh, damn. No.
No, 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 no. No one needs to see that.
I'm still trying to eat supper too while I'm doing this. That's why I keep ducking out. I'm just
Hardcore.
munch. All right, so it's your turn to talk. Perfect.
What time is it, Curtis?
It is. It's retro time.
Is it? Are we going to
It
gun
is.
it to 88?
We're going to kick it to 88.
It's time to go retro. All right.
Retro.
Today, we have something that many gamers need.
Vagina.
And many gamers have never, ever seen.
Vagina.
But many gamers... There was a time where no games were online. And there was a time when those games were hard as fuck.
Hard as fuck.
And,
Nintendo.
and there was no...
I feel like I need a violin.
And there was
Yeah.
no time. And there was
Not going to
no...
work for your food.
There was no fucking game facts or anything like that. But we did
Like
have
your
a
up,
tool.
up, down,
We had
down.
one tool. And that tool
BA select starts.
Game Genie.
was a game
Yeah.
genie.
Game
Dun, dun.
Genie.
The Game Genie. So,
Yep.
and here is the book. One complete book.
Nice.
Oh, you got
Yeah.
the white book. I had the
That's
blue
badass.
book.
So you had the Galoob version. So there were different versions.
Yep.
There was the European one, which I don't remember the company who released it. There was the Canadian one, which is this one. This is made by Camerica. And then Galoob.
Codemasters.
Okay,
Lube.
yeah, Codemasters. Sorry. And no, so I think Codemasters was that the American one?
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like right.
Yeah, so I think correct me if I'm wrong anyway. Newsinvadersnews@gmail.com.
Correct him. He's wrong.
Yeah, so anyway, busted out a screen by interrupting. So this little guy interrupted in between the Nintendo and the chip inside your cartridge. Booted up a screen and then allowed you to sort of change the coding of the game by entering some numbers and letters. and you
I
can
love
make up
Game
your
Genie.
own. You can make up your own codes. I can't remember how the code was, but one of my proud ones was I made Super C go black and white.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I've never tried that. I
Yeah.
mean, in the book, it tells you how to do it. It's like
Yep.
these letters do this and influence this. Mix
Yeah.
it. I've never tried that.
Oh,
I
that's
just remember
cool.
what
No.
they
Yeah.
gave
These
me.
I just
fucking
put
guys.
in codes and got
These fucking
infinite
guys got
lives.
sued by Nintendo
all
because
you
they
need.
thought because Nintendo thought that it was altering the original version of their game, and this was back when Nintendo was all Nintendo seal of quality, and it has to be a certain way, and you have to have our permission to do anything on our system. So that's how you got the Tengen story. And anyway, so
Chimerica. It's
So-
Chimerica.
anyway, they ended up winning the lawsuit and allowing people to use the Game Genie on their games. So it did everything from make Mario jump super high to give you infinite lives to make you invincible. And you could alter. It was basically the original version of modding a game.
In Super Mario Brothers 3, there was a cheat that gave you the ability to be invincible.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, it would lock the door after you killed Bowser.
Yes.
When you try to go in that little tiny
Yes,
door to
I
get the
remember that.
princess, it would lock. The Game Genie locked it out on
Yeah,
you.
I don't think
But-
the Game Genie necessarily locked it out on you. I think it was. I like to think it was the coders being coy.
But yeah, if you're going to use the Game Genie, then we're
Yeah,
gonna,
it's kind of like
go
now when
with
you
it.
download a pirated game, they know that the game's
Yeah.
been ripped. Like there's some coding in it that
Yep.
figures that the game's been ripped, and it loads bugs into the game, which
Uh-huh.
which I think is pretty cool. But,
Yeah.
But you could get past it. You just stood at
of
the
course,
door
there's
and kept
patches.
pressing
and
up.
everything.
And I was like, I still passed it.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
You
Uh-huh.
silly coders.
I loved it though. Game Genie holds such a great place in my heart. I remember that my neighbor had the other Game Genie book. They had the Game Genie book that you could only get if you ordered it. You had to send in proof that you had the Game Genie, and then you had to send
Yeah,
money
so-
to whatever company it was.
Yeah, so they have a thing in the back here, right there. That's so an order form, and you could send money to them, and then they would give
They'd
you,
send you another book.
like update code books, right? So you can tell like this was written in the 80s for sure. You can tell. So like Bionic Commando, it says Bionic Commando game is an excellent game. You can start the game with your machine gun and use biocode 6. And then you can use biocode 11 and have an auto fire feature. It's just like
I loved it.
this has got
Game
some.
Genie is nothing says my childhood more than the Game Genie. And I remember the place where I used to rent it. And I remember the day that I actually got my own one. And also, I remember the day that the plastic broke off it. And I had to use the Game Genie without the plastic. And it always felt a little bit dirty to stick a cartridge into the Game Genie and then just ram it without
did.
permission right in that Nintendo.
It was almost violating.
It's just
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
Mega
I can't add
Man.
much to this topic other than you're old.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. Also, I'd like to comment on the fact that one of the companies' name was Galoob.
Yeah.
I mean, great
Infinite
name.
lives and infinite energy can be useful to a superhero like Mega Man. Use Mega Codes 1 and 2 to do this. Also, look at Mega Codes 8 through 10, which give you an improved jumping skill. Anyway,
That was great.
Game Genie. Loved it.
Loved
When
it.
was this one
1990.
released? Was it 1990? Yeah, this one's 91 was when this
1990.
book was from, yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah.
So great.
I need one.
Now,
Yes, 91.
we're getting very close to the rant, and but we're gonna open up, let you guys have a discussion about this before I go off on this shit.
Yeah.
Because I've been spending all day fucking boiling on this shit.
Good, because I've got 6 minutes before I've got to go, so.
All right, we're gonna do it fast then.
Yeah.
Trump calls a meeting, members of the video game industry, to discuss violence over the wake of the Parkland, Florida shootings.
He's a fucking idiot.
100%, 110% bullshit. They're,
100%.
video games do not make people violent, period. They don't. Studies have been done. It does not.
Yep.
It does not.
That's the same as say guns kill people. I kill people with guns.
Yeah, but the gun is the tool, right? And arguably they can say, well, video games are the tool that made you violent. But I've already done the studies on them. They do not. They do not. There are video
Trump
game.
makes
There
Trump
is
makes
video.
people violent.
There is video game addiction, but it does not make people violent.
It comes down to the same thing: is the parenting. Like you wouldn't let your children play certain types of games. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's it. All just comes straight back to the same thing.
All right.
That's part of it, but I think there's a cultural problem as well. You look at the only thing I can correlate between that level of violence and between that country and others, and I mean we're getting a little off gaming and into political spectrum, which I'm not qualified to talk about at all. But I mean,
Let me go. Let me go.
So the only thing to really think about is, and I don't mean to alienate the States, but you loves your guns. You really do. I love you, America, but you really love guns, and it's really ingrained in your DNA. And most other countries that have that ingrained in their DNA, which none do, don't have a violence and guns problem. Now, of course, there's also you can get into the socioeconomic issues, and obviously undereducated people and people who are poor and desperate and blah 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 blah.
Canada has more guns per capita than the U.S. Just saying.
I gotta go.
Sure.
The average household.
Yeah. Anyway.
Just saying.
Anyway, the Trump thing is a load of fucking shit. It's complete bullshit. It's horrible.
Digital.
I don't think.
You better go. He's boiling.
Anyway, to put it to bed, he's full of shit. Skitzo.
My turn.
I'm gonna unleash Skitzo off the chain. Go.
Oh God.
Skitzo's rant.
Video games and violence. It's bullshit. It has been bullshit since the 90s when they tried to pull that shit with Doom. It was like, come at me about
Mortal
Marilyn
Kombat.
Manson. Come at me about the music I listen to. Come at me about my video games. All you're doing is you're scapegoating your shitty parenting and all your bullshit, and you're trying to make video games look like that's the reason. You know what the reason is? The reason is everybody's doing shit wrong. You're all pieces of shit, and that's the problem. You need to start raising your children properly. You need to start thinking about other things than blaming. Pass the blame. Stop passing the motherfucking blame.
Take
Sit down
responsibility.
and look at yourself is what you need to do. There's so many goddamn issues and there's so many things wrong, and everybody's too busy saying, this is your fault. You did this. You know who did this? We did this. Step the fuck up, realize that shit, and then we can make shit better. And until you do that, I am going to be very angry about this whole thing. Try to make things better is all I'm saying. Stop passing blame. Stop saying this is the reason why. That's the reason why. The reason why is we're too busy in a digital world to give a shit about the real things and to pass everything on. So stop that shit. Make something real. Hug somebody. Stop saying video games make you violent. Sit down, talk to people. That's all I got.
That was a good rant.
Straight and simple.
That was a really good rant.
It is. It is what it is.
All right.
We need to get rid of the fucking identity politics because they're stupid. We're
Yeah.
getting into tribalism, and tribalism's dangerous. That's my political commentary for the day. Cool.
That was good.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to get happy
Thank you
again.
for being
What are we going to play this week? We're going to drop some shows this week.
Monster Hunter.
Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. Thursday, Friday. We're going to be doing some
Thursday,
PC
Friday.
streaming.
I will be doing some more retro stuff. Think
more
I'm gonna
retro.
Play some more Parasite Eve.
Okay, so Skitzo's going to drop some more
Forgive me,
retro
I'm
gaming.
later.
We're going to do some more PC gaming. We're going to do some more Sea of Thieves on Xbox for over the weekend.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we hope to see
Gamer
everybody there.
Yep.
Game of PUBG maybe somewhere.
Maybe some PUBG. Yeah.
And
Or
remember,
no, tell you better not. No, tell you better not. Rainbow Six Siege outbreaks out this week. I think.
Oh,
shit.
fighting for our attention comes Rainbow Six Siege. I love
So
Siege.
finally, Kachanka. I will get my Kachanka going. It's gonna be great.
He's useful now, yay!
Yeah, Kachanka. I played Kachanka, big ass machine gun. I'm gonna put that machine gun there and everybody forget about
Yeah.
it. But now he has a reason to exist.
But
Alright.
your problem is you'll set the turret down and then they'll come from behind you.
Well, that's the reason why I have you guys. You guys are my teammates. You gotta feel like, all right,
I gotta-
my back, bro.
I gotta look for that. I got that line around here somewhere too.
Just
Yeah, get that. Put it in.
Yeah,
You
I
just
have
got
it
no friendly
somewhere.
fire. I
Is
was
there a
glad there's no
DLC
friendly
or-
fire. Because Curtis likes to kill teammates.
No, I
Every
don't.
game. Every game.
No, I don't. Was that you?
Every
Was that
game.
you? No. Did you
Yeah.
just throw that grenade? No, not me.
Yeah, I did. Did you kill the hostage again? Oh.
No.
Yeah.
And you know what? He said that as he was like, the hostage is down there. Don't throw the grenade. And I was like, clink. The grenade had just left my hand. And I was like, did you say? Oh, sorry about that, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
I just
my.
remember looking over and looking Curtis's character. He just turns and looks at me with his
He's like,
character.
You see the grenade? You see like the clip fly off the grenade? They said it was like, don't throw grenades. I was like, oh, shit.
The best thing is that I was 2 each, so we lost that game. The very first round of the next game, who kills the hostage? Curtis.
No,
Oh.
no.
Yep.
I don't think that happened.
That happened. That happened.
No,
I
it's not-
remember. And then I remember the
Oh.
conversation being, right, I'm just not going to pick any operators with grenades.
Perfect. Great
But
strategy.
if you are like me, you like to throw grenades, but in the form of questions, you should do it and reach out to us with what digital?
You can get a hold of us at newsinvadersnews@gmail.com, at news_invaders on
Yep.
the Twitter. You can, of course, watch our shows on Twitch. We are also on YouTube, youtube.com. And you can get a hold of us on Facebook and chat anytime, facebook.com/newsinvaders.
Bam.
Bam.
Until next time.
I'm physically
We'll
doing
see.
something, you just can't see it.
That's right.